See, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig.
Those are just some of the stones that are in that ditch that the Mantis is yanking up. So it's got its job cut out for itself, poor baby. Alright, here's the stretch from the sidewalk over to right by the edge of the mobile home. There has to be a shut-off valve in case I get an inspector want to sell, stuff like that. So right now this is a working shut-off valve. The water is actually flowing in from this direction, coming this way, because I'm still tied off to Glenn and Margene. But when I get tied off, hi salsa baby. When I get tied off to the main, quit licking all my lotion off. When I get tied off to the main, the water's going to be flowing this way, and this will be open to go into the house. And then this was Glenn's idea. Go, here's the end of this pipe with that special adapter, and then go with the copper. So it has a special plastic adapter there, PVC, and it with copper goes around, and then another special adapter here. This nipple goes into the galvanized piping that was already there. We took a spigot like this off there and just tied it in there. So now the water will come in from the main and flowing this way and then go to the rest of the house and through there. So that's what we did last night. This was like sundown, and Glenn was over here trying to break loose that thing in there. Man, I could not make that budge. But let's go look at the other side. This is the sidewalk area, what I dug under that day. It took 2.5 hours. And I got a larger conduit, PVC, to go under, and then I slid the Schedule 40 into that. And I also insulated it, so the Schedule 40 is actually insulated from about the edge of the sidewalk to this edge of the sidewalk underneath. Has extra precaution. And there it is coming out the other side and then going over to that connection I just told you about with the ball valve. I kept the tap here that I liked, and actually I moved that one out there on the other side of the fence there. But this one I kept in here for this area in here, and also I like to put a little bird watering station right here. And that tap right there through the fence will go out and water the truck. You know, wash it out and stuff. Now I'll show you where I'm at when it comes to the main episode. I plumbed all the PVC out in the ditch, all the way out to the main. Not in the main. And this here's the water box that the bucket's sitting on. right there. And I'm just soaking this last patch of ground. This is about maybe foot and a half. Soaking it down so I can dig it out and get underneath that concrete side of the meter box, so I can join up to the, put the new ball valve in there that the water company gave me, and I got to turn off their side, of course. Look at this mess. Looks like someone's been working here. Let's go to the back and check out what's going to be happening back there. Okay, now here's the leaky galvanized pipe that I showed you before. This right here will be the main water in. This right here will go to the yard. So I've got to hook up this line to feed the house and the yard. Well, that juncture is going to be down here. So this line coming out here goes to the chickens and the dog pen 3. And I got to cut out that, that piece of pipe going into the ground. It goes to the faulty, the leaky galvanized. So I don't want to have that active. So I got to plug that off somehow. Probably just cap it with that cap right there. And that way I can use this as a support for the PVC. Anyway, I'm going to be taking all that apart and so they can hook back together when I get hooked up to the main. So this needs to be done right now. Go get. Well, here we are, June 24th. Looking at the water meter at the main. This right here had to have a new washer. It's on the city side, but their washer was shot. Had a crack in it. And show the meters off right now just to show you. The little triangle's not going around. My valve is off. The city valve is on. When it's turned in line with the pipe, it's on, just like gas. So we're gonna, this is turning my water on for the first time after a month. Ooh, there she rips. Let's take a look at the meter here. Oh yeah, it's going around like crazy. Okay, I'll put the lid back on. I can hear water flowing down the pipe. Now we're checking for leaks as we go. Oh, blew my faucet thing right out there, spitting a bunch of junk out of there. It's probably a good thing. Oh, that's because this was never glued on. Okay, that's alright. Still gotta turn that off. There's a turn off valve. This should work. Oh yeah, that's slowing it down. I gotta re-glue that. That's good to know. Let's see if there's anything else that was leaking. The corner over here was doing fine. This is all solid all the way up. And this is fine up here. Ah, we do have 2 leaks here. Let me take a gander here. It's leaking here. Yeah. It's leaking right here in this control valve. And it's leaking over here. Up in here at this juncture on this. Let's see where else it's leaking. These 2 connections are good. No. That water down there is when this pipe was draining when I took it apart. Nothing's dripping.